Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Oakland Raiders. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready, black 25.
Check 55. Let's go, heavy. Let's go, heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got? Here we go.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Third and long for Winston. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Nick Nelson that time who got a hand in to break that one up.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
93.
Here we go again. Hey, check.
Hey, echo.
Check my 21.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A beautiful fake. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
3, 15.
55. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here's Winston. Quick slant, caught by Moore. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown.
DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On the ground, it's Geis. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Third down, here's Geis. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now Brown. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Hey, 7:34. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Here's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go.
Now Balaj. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
On first down, this is Geis. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and makes creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On 1st and 10, Winston. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. You go tank. You got tank. You got tank.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's get a conversion.
Check 15. Check 15.
Johnny.
They'll try to throw now. Winston looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devin White. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 36. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Geis. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack there to Arden Key. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun now for Carr. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And look at this. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
6:37.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
93. 93. Hey, Foxtrot.
On first down, Carr going for it all. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Watch the screen. Later one. 45, Mike, 45. Hey, check. Smith. 45. Mike, 45. Here we go. What's it?
Second down and goal. Carr. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne and try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bullock will put this one through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Watch out.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
With it is Brown. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Hey, Raider 2. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21. 5. That's it.
On 2nd and 9, Carr under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Express. Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. 6-man.
On play action, it's Carr. He sets to fire deep. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been terrific so far. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Elsewhere around the NFL, third quarter now in Los Angeles. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Winston. Forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 43. Check even.
They run it with Balaj. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Barber. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
That's good. That's good. Big hit.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here we go with Geis. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Darius Geis, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going, nope. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing. Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving. I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger, there on the stop. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Winston now. Flush. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt. Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We're good. 180. Slam. 29. 280.
To throw again. Carr. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. 7:34.
From the gun, Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Following the interception, Winston. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Tahir Whitehead leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. It's Geis on the counter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity if it breaks.